Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of The Locker Room. I am your host. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Reggie. Now, listen, Draymond Green recently came out with some comments about LeBron James regarding the GOAT debate. Now, as you all know, these two met in the finals a couple of years ago, and Draymond Green actually, hit LeBron James in his nuts, as you guys can see, man. But after this situation, these two have grown a genuine, love and respect for each other's game. And you know what, man? They're both four-time champions, man. So, like I said, they respect each other. So, yes, we're going to take a quick listen to what Draymond Green had to say about the GOAT debate.
LJ number 1, MJ number 2, Kobe number 3, Steph number 4, and Shaq number 5.
So Draymond said that he's got LeBron, Mike, Kobe, Steph, and Shaq. My only issue is with Steph Curry being in the top 5. I don't really have a problem with Shaq being in Draymond's top 5, but Steph, listen, I know you're biased, Draymond, but you got to stop, man. Steph is not top 5 of all time, man. What are you talking about?
You got Bron first.
Yes, because what Bron has done, like when you talk about Cicely Tyson,
Yeah.
Bron started in 2003. By 2005, Bron was the best player in the NBA.
Now, I don't know if I would say 2005 he was the best player in the NBA. Me personally, I would say 2007. When he took that Cleveland Cavaliers team to the NBA Finals, that is when I believe LeBron James became the best player in basketball.
Yeah.
In 2020, he was still the best player in the NBA. He was the best player in the NBA no matter what the game did. The game went from 2 slugs, like slow big man, to like a stretch 4 big man, to like back to 2 big men, to like big man.
Me and you out there playing the phone.
Facts.
And he's been the best no matter what. When you look at the teams that Bron has carried to championship or carried to the finals, MJ didn't beat the greatest team ever assembled, nor did he run up against the greatest team ever assembled.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what is so interesting about this conversation to me is that we literally just did a show on this, man, not too long ago, talking about Michael Jordan, and I made that exact point that Draymond Green made, man. Michael Jordan, unfortunately, just didn't face that much competition in the finals, in my opinion. That is why his finals record is 6-0. When you look at LeBron James' finals opponents, I mean, the San Antonio Spurs had 4 Hall of Famers. The Golden State Warriors had 4 Hall of Famers. I mean, this is why his finals record is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to keep listening to what Draymond had to say.
Every year. You look at the skill set that Bron has. There's nobody that has ever played the game of basketball that can do what LeBron James does on a basketball court. Nobody.
Now, I think even the LeBron haters can agree with that, man. This dude is just simply amazing, man. Now, I get it. I know I'm going to get some pushback in the comments down below. I know I'm going to hear that I'm a Bron sexual, man. But listen, Draymond Green, he's the one saying it, right? Not me.
Michael Jordan could do just about all that LeBron James does, except for he for damn sure couldn't pass like Bron.
They had a vision like that.
I love MJ. I think MJ is incredible. Like, MJ is MJ. Like, we all wanted to be like Mike. Like, I wear 23. Come on now. Like, we all want to be like Mike. But what LeBron has been able to do and how he can control a game and, like, to do it this long, like, MJ retired. Like, this shit's grueling.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is another phenomenal point, man. LeBron James, like I said, going to 8 straight NBA Finals. He's been in the NBA Finals for half of his career. I just think that is it's just remarkable. I don't see how anybody who is a fan of the game of basketball could really hate on that. I mean, it's incredible.
Into the finals year after year after year. Bron went 8 or 9 straight.
9 straight.
Like, MJ took a break right in the heat of that shit. Bron ain't taking no break. You know what he did? Went again and again and again and again.
With different guys every time.
And again. So, for me, that's why it's Bron over MJ.
Yes, man. Shout out to Draymond Green, man. Made some very, very, very valid arguments for LeBron James, man. Now, this is a very, very fluid conversation, ladies and gentlemen. It's constantly changing because LeBron continuously is updating his resume, man. Unfortunately, man, Mike is done playing. You know, at this point, we're just, we're comparing two GOATs, man. It just depends on who you like, man. I love Mike. I love LeBron. I love Kobe. I love Shaq. I'm just a fan of the game in general. So I think all of these guys, you can make a case for Shaq, being one of the greatest, man. I mean, Kobe as well. It's a very, very interesting conversation. But I'm glad that Draymond is giving LeBron his flowers, man. This dude has put in some serious work in the National Basketball Association. But the one thing that I will say is that, in my opinion, Michael Jordan did always have the better team. If you look at the 90s, man, the Bulls were a super team, man. They completely dominated that era, won 6 championships in 8 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen are probably the best duo to ever play the game of basketball. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't acknowledge Scottie Pippen for whatever reason. It doesn't make much sense to me. I think anytime we bring up Michael Jordan, we have to bring up Scottie Pippen. Now, when it comes to LeBron James is a guy who can pretty much win with anybody. As you guys just heard on the clip, man, he goes to the finals with different guys every single year. So we've got to take that into account as well. But listen, man, I want to get you guys' thoughts in the comments down below, man. Who do you have as your GOAT, man? Let me know. I know a lot of people on these YouTube streets believe Kobe is the GOAT. They believe Magic, Kareem. Listen, let me know, man. Let's talk about it in the comments down below. This was another installment of The Locker Room. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
What would it take for LeBron to pass Jordan as the GOAT?
Oh, get him. All right, so if we're talking about accomplishments, he needs at least a couple more rings, probably one more MVP. But if we're talking about accomplishments, Jordan's not the GOAT, it's Kareem. And if it's not Kareem, it's probably Russell. So we're not really talking about accomplishments, we're talking about who's the best. Who's the best? One game to decide your life. Who do you want in all-time history? So for LeBron to pass Jordan, he needs a time machine to go back about 11 months when he passed him the first time. LeBron's been the best player ever since about midway point of Game 6 of last year's finals, and all he's done since then is continue that. He's on the greatest streak in postseason history since Dre called him the B word and Clay said his feelings were hurt. He's played 16 games, his team's 15-1, giving you 34, 9, 8, and 55% shooting. And when we're just comparing the two players, LeBron averages more rebounds, assists, blocks, steals than Jordan, shoots a better percentage from 2, shoots a better percentage from 3, is the more versatile defender, can guard all 5 positions. He can do everything Jordan could do, but better.